We are giving you a great overdose of entertainment. Welcome back to the show, guys. It is now time for the entertainment news. Cardi B goes off on Offset. American rapper and new mom Cardi B, who is embroiled in divorce proceedings with her estranged husband Offset, has stressed that she has had enough of him cheating on her. During an Instagram live session, Cardi B went off on Offset, stressing that he cheated on her multiple times throughout their 6-year marriage, even with people that she did not like her position. In anger, Cardi said, and I quote, "I made you look good. Bleep, bleep. I don't care about the bleep, bleep. I don't want to see it because you were going to bleep them anyways, and all you gotta do is get drunk. Girls are going to throw themselves at you for 2,000. They gotta survive out here. You be telling me, now I'm going to bleep our ups. Okay, you are going to do that regardless. These girls are hungry and we're in recession. I don't care," end of quote. The rapper also voiced her frustration with Offset, asserting that nothing he has done or will do surprising her, saying, and I quote, "You've already done it all and nothing surprises me anymore, so I don't care. Thank you for my kids, though, all 3 of them. I don't regret any of them, but I regret you. You're a good daddy. You're all right, but I don't regret any of them. But bleep, bleep, I'm too good for you, and I've always been too good for you. Bleep," end of quote. Things went downhill when Offset joined the Instagram live stream and claimed that she had gotten intimate with someone else while she was pregnant with their 3rd child, and to that, Cardi made it clear that she was not bothered, saying, and I quote, "I don't care if he says it's going to expose me. I will expose myself. I don't care. I follow street codes and I'll never bleep with your ups just to get back at you. I just have to bleep a bleep that's better than you," end of quote. Just so you know, Cardi B and rapper Offset got married in 2017, and they share a 5-year-old daughter, Culture, and a 2-year-old son, Wave, and their newborn daughter. They've had several splits and public reconciliations, but they continue to co-parent their children. In August 2024, Cardi B officially filed for divorce, and since then, they've been at loggerheads, except during the birth of their 3rd child.
Wow.
Wahala.
So these 2 people, sometimes you don't even know whether this is publicity stunt or not. Because how is it that you're not cool with somebody again, and then that person thinks that they should come on your live? And then again, I feel like if it is publicity stunt, that it is totally not good for people who think that people like this are their role models. Because number one, you're saying that, okay, so you are saying that girls, you're used to it, girls are always throwing themselves at him, and then he is accusing her of sleeping with somebody else while pregnant. That is heavy. Crazy. And then she's saying that she does not care and that she would expose herself. She does not need him to say. So I really don't know what end all of this are for. But I'm just saying that be careful who you make your role model. Not to say that anybody is a saint around here, but I'm just saying that for children who look up to people like this, it is just totally uncalled for, and it is not something that you should, look forward to seeing or be following this type of trend. I don't think it is okay at all. But then, shout out to Cardi B. She didn't look like she just gave birth. At all. I saw her doing the fashion show and looking very cutesy, very demure, very mindful. I loved your ensemble. Well done.
So the thing with Cardi B is, I feel a lot of people like her because she doesn't care, and no matter what happens, she'll expose herself. But at the end of the day, she also needs to put her children into consideration, because now she's a mother, and her children see things on social media. Her daughter, Culture, is 5. You can't tell me a 5-year-old doesn't have access to the internet. And children, what their parents do, they're seeing all these things. So I feel like, I don't know, well, let her live her life. She's just who she is. But at the end of the day, I feel like they should also consider the children when they take some steps. But I remember when we reported that she put to bed their 3rd child, and we saw all the lovey-dovey pictures. We thought all was well until this live video came up again. So it's just been on and off, and before you know it, people will start taking them for a joke, because one moment they say they are fighting, the next moment you see them loved up saying nobody's going to separate us. It's just crazy. I just wish them the very best.
Yeah, we can only wish you the very best. Adults, they are. Diddy's lawyer addresses the allegation of the 1,000 bottles of baby oil. Following the raids that occurred at his Miami and Los Angeles home, Sean Diddy Combs' lawyer, Mark Agnifilo, has come out to address the government's allegation that 1,000 bottles of baby oil were found during the home raid. TMZ recently published a report about their upcoming documentary, The Downfall of Diddy, the indictments. Additionally, the outlet noted that Mark Agnifilo appears in the film and directly addresses the massive quantity of baby oil bottles that were allegedly found when federal agents raided the embattled music mogul homes in March. He said, "I don't know where the number 1,000 came from. I can't imagine it's thousands. I mean, and I'm not really sure the baby oil has to do with anything. I don't know what you need 1,000 for. One bottle of baby oil goes a long way," the lawyer added. "I don't know what you need 1,000 for. I mean, he has a big house. He buys in bulk, I think they have a Costco in every place he buys a home. Have you sat in a parking lot of a Costco and see what people walk out of there with?" Mark Agnifilo also referred to Diddy's alleged freak-offs as simply threesomes. Ultimately, the lawyer repeated that he doesn't think federal agents discovered 1,000 bottles of baby oil in Diddy's home. If you would recall, Diddy was taken into federal custody on Monday, September the 16th. The following day, a 14-page indictment against the mogul was made public, revealing these federal charges to be sex trafficking, racketeering, and transportation to engage in prostitution. Additionally, the indictment accused the 54-year-old of utilizing women and others around him to fulfill his sexual desires, protect his reputation, and conceal his conduct. The indictments alleged Diddy did so by means of abuse, threats, and coercion. Furthermore, the indictment alleges Diddy created a criminal enterprise through his businesses for crimes such as sex trafficking, forced labor, kidnapping, arson, bribery, and obstruction of justice.
So now the lawyer is saying that, are they sure it's 1,000? So now he's talking about the number, because that number has actually brought about a lot of conversation on social media. And I guess now what he's facing is the number, because I totally agree with him. A lot of people buy things in bulk. In my house, when we buy pepper and food stuff, we buy in bulk. But now baby oil, the question everybody's asking is, what do you do with that much baby oil and lubricant? But he is saying that it might have been an exaggerated number, them saying 1,000. But then we also saw the pictures in different shelves. That looked like a lot. But, well, we'll just keep our fingers crossed and see what they say.
Oh, well, to be honest, when I saw the number, I was like, okay, were they counting? So that they arrived at the number 1,000. But does it really matter?
Exactly, the number.
But then we would ask whether it really matters. But when you're talking about somebody's image, to them, it would matter, because this is what people have been using to make memes. They have been making jest of him and all of this. But all I just know is that we are in for a very long ride, and we are here for it.
Yes, we are.
Okay, we will be back with Social View after this time out. Stay here with us.
I love his vibe. And I love the fact that at the beginning he said, I don't care what I say, but this song is a jam.
I don't care too. That is
At
how I
all.
sing along to Ashake songs or moment. I don't know what those songs do to me.
I don't know. Once I hear that sound like this, I'm already on my feet. No. And then before then, the one we checked out. So why are people so wicked? So she's trying to reach over to pick something, and he removes her seatbelt and she falls. It's a joke, but at the end of the day, what if she gets injured?
No, there are people like that. There are people like that. There are some expensive jokes. I have a friend, when we're in the uni, you know, anytime I was still sleeping in the morning, she wakes up very early, and so she comes to play with my eyes. And I did not like it, because why are you playing with my
someone's eyes? Like, that's very sensitive.
Number one, I'm still sleeping. Number two, so she's pulling the skin on my eyes. Like, no, don't do that.
That one don't pass play. Some people they like expensive play.
I tell you.
Eyes of all things to play. Not like she's pinching your body, your eye. Okay, on that note, let me just say welcome to Socialville, the place where you can get your daily fix of the fun and craziness going on in the world of social media. Ladies and gentlemen, Honey's Money, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, we're starting with this one. And this person is really, really upset. And now he's protesting, saying, English teacher will tell me to write composition about myself and still score me 3 over 10. Please, sir, are you me? Is you me? I mean you? No, wait, is you I?
I mean, to be fair.
It's annoying.
It is, to be fair.
It's very annoying.
So there are methods to this thing. It's just like when they say when you go to look for a job, that when they say you should introduce yourself, you should go a certain way, because you can say that is it me? Is it you? Am I you?
You know me?
Do you know me? But then I think that there are just ways to this thing. Interesting, but I understand the annoyance of that person too. I get the grievance, like, how? Is it not you? Don't mind them, Jerry.
So I feel like, to simplify all of this, when teachers give people compositions or essays to write about things, give them an example so they know where to come from.
So they have taught you in class?
No. Sometimes they might even teach you, this is Agbo or this is about school. Then they tell you to try it with yourself. So some people, it's not easy now. You know, when you're talking about an object and a person, they are two different things. Exactly. Let's move on to the next one, which is a chat. And the first person says, good morning, bro. How you day? And then bro says, just here and there. And then he responds, I got a small problem. And bro now tells him, okay, bro, put on for WhatsApp status. And then he's like, don't get. Waiting go come happen. And then bro says, after 24 hours, he go disappear.
That's the level of, I don't care.
At all. I don't care day.
I don't care.
So after 24 hours, your problem will disappear on the status, but it still remains in real life. Okay, Sophia makes an appearance and it says, this is a safe space. What is that one secret you sought to take to the grave? Let's read. And then he's asking the question, are you the grave? Because I sought to take it to the grave. So why are you asking me, are you the grave? Is it time? Because I'm wondering.
I don't want to talk too much. Control your mouth so that your case will not go and be like Bobrisky's. I'm not saying too much.
But you have said a lot.
I'm just saying that you should learn.
Honeypot has not said too much, but she has said a lot. And on that note, let's move on. So you see this plate of food, the Lord shall prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. And it says, oha soup with goat meat and palm wine. This looks very tantalizing, but then someone responds saying, please, after snapping, bring out the remaining wraps of fufu under the table. Because obviously, this soup is plenty for this fufu. So obviously, you're hiding fufu somewhere. All of this is aesthetic.
That person can just be dieting. People who diet, they say, small swallow.
And
then you have
soup.
plenty
Yes,
soup.
and protein. Tell them, please teach them. They will not listen. So this might be all the person will take. With
Don't worry, I have a comeback for everything. Don't worry.
Okay, well, let's take this last one. And this is a prescription. And this person says, see waiting my nurse say make I take. And it is Ferrous 20, which is blood tonic. And then, so his instruction for me, he says, take 2 in the morning before you wake up. So I have a question. Is it that somebody that is living alone will tell their neighbor to come help them put it in their mouth before they wake up? I'm sure it's a mistake.
I think I understand what that person was trying to say. It's just the way he conveyed it. Maybe I don't know what language that person thinks in.
Yeah.
So I think the person is just saying that very early in the morning.
Immediately you wake up.
So
before you wake up.
Before you wake up.
Ah,
I'm sorry.
Wahala.
On behalf of that.
At the end of the day, English is not our first language. And on that note, we're done with Socialville for today and this week. And we do hope you enjoyed every bit of the craziness. We'll be back shortly, guys.
Thank you so much, guys, for staying here with us. I had a one-on-one chat with a popular media personality, influencer, and entrepreneur. In case you're wondering who that is, let's check out how it went down. Our guest this afternoon is a media personality, an entrepreneur, TV host. I said media personality before, a YouTuber, influencer, actor. This is one and only Toke Makiwa.
Hey. Hi, how are you?
Hi.
I love the nails. They're so cute.
Thank you. You are absolutely gorgeous yourself.
You. Thank
is
you
there
so
anything
much.
you don't do?
I mean, when you started calling out those things, I was like, okay,
so I do this, I do this, I do this,
oh wow.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I'm a jack of all trades.
Yeah.
I am.
And congratulations on your fragrance line.
Yes.
As somebody who wears perfumes, who talks about perfumes, who reviews perfumes.
Oh, nice.
I'm like, oh my God, that's great for somebody
Thank
to
you.
achieve that. I think
Yes.
that's actually a great feat. How exactly do you feel with all of this accomplishment?
I mean, sometimes just listening to you just read it all out, it's so surreal to me because I am just literally a working girl. 18-year-old me would probably sit back and be so marveled and proud of the journey. But then, so we started 3 years ago. It was a lot of hard work trying to decide what sense which was. And eventually we stumbled on this amazing 3-dye Vogue and Intense that we've put out right now. And just the fact that people are loving it, buying it. I mean, I walked in here and I feel like as I'm sat here, I can still smell myself. I'm wearing Intense today. It's incredibly beautiful. It's a humbling feeling. You just never, you just keep trying different things and you never know which one will click.
Interesting, because I'm sure that you have a bag line too.
I do have a bag line. So when you said entrepreneur, yes, that's where I am. I do have a leather goods company and now perfumes. And they were coming out with something else, hopefully very soon. Yeah.
I mean, you have been a household name for over a decade.
Yeah.
I just want to know, how is it that you are relevant in this ever-evolving industry and how you even stay top right there at your game?
I think you just mentioned it. The key is to constantly evolve. You know, you can't get stuck in a box. You have to continuously try different things and put a demand on your talent. And what I mean by that is to continue to apply yourself. You know, you have to stay on top of, you know, what's new, not necessarily what's trendy, but what's evergreen. Because if it's evergreen, it will always be in season. You always have to refine your talent. You always have to apply yourself. And I guess also grace. I have to be honest. You know, I started when the media wasn't what it is now, and a lot of us were just guessing and just rumbling and just trying different things. I got on radio when radio presenters were heard of and not seen, and I can say that I'm one of the few radio presenters who actually put faces to being a radio personality in Nigeria.
Okay, I think another fascinating part about Toke is that, you know, she's that Jesus girl. So you see the very sassy girl, and then you see the, okay, and then she comes and says, you know what, when people say there is a casting down, we are the... I'm like, so what's that side of you?
It's always been there. Like, everyone who's known me from time memorial, I mean, I would always share my devotional on my social media because I feel like, you know, you don't have to necessarily stand at a podium before you preach. A fashion designer is preaching via her design.
Yeah, that's right.
A media personality by her voice.
And so everybody has a ministry.
So everybody has a ministry. You know, whatever your ministry, we're all the body of Christ. You know what I mean? And you cannot love the head and hate the body. So you can't say because this person is not coming to church, you literally have to do your own bit. So I love God. I think that I would be nowhere close to where I am right now without that, because that has saved me. People would ask me in the industry, you know, how do you stay grounded? I would say God, because if I wasn't doing that, I probably would be doing drugs.
Now, talking about everything, I mean, I can't leave this part out, and that is the boss.
Yes.
We are talking about BB Naija, and right now the season 9 is on, and it's almost even over.
Yeah.
And people are more invested than ever.
Yeah.
And of course, you have hosted this for 3 good seasons.
Yes.
And I'm like, wow, that's huge.
Yes.
I mean, when I saw this, and I saw this year's in, and I saw that there is a twist to it, that they're entering the house in pairs. I'm like, oh my gosh, what are these people up to? I mean, as somebody who hosts the buzz, and people are always waiting for all the juice right there, how did you even feel about it?
I mean, Biggie always has ways of reinventing the wheel. Again, that word, reinventing, so you don't get stale. And this season, they brought this amazing idea to Biggie, and of course Biggie approved, where the housemates were coming in pairs, just to throw in another spanner into how Big Brother is being done. As I always say, Big Brother is a social experiment. It literally just depicts our lives, basically. And the housemates are put in this house for 3 months, or 90 days rather, where, you know, human beings begin to find their personalities and see, you know, their clashes, their rises, their falls, the highs, the lows, the pains, the joys of being in Big Brother house. And this year, I like to say, is the unexpected season. First, they went in pairs, never been done before. Secondly, just the way the show has panned out through the season, the eviction process, people that have left are people that you would probably think would be there till the very end. So it's the unexpected season, and Biggie did extremely well with this season. They're stuck with seeing each other, the same old faces, same old things every day, and this person pops up. So they were really, really excited, and that was exciting for me. It's very tasking. I think it's okay for us to sit with our remote controls and have all these opinions and judge how the show should be. But these are people who are literally in a confined space for 90 days. It does a number on you. You know, they have their highs, their lows, and their in between. So it was a very nice twist for Biggie to send them a familiar face, let them know that you guys are doing great. You know, you guys can do more. You can spice things up a bit more without giving away anything, because they're very smart. The moment you come to the house, you have to be extra careful, you know, with what you say or how you portray yourself, because they can easily guess, I'm strong outside, or this is what the viewers are thinking, for her to come and say this.
Lovely. So when I saw you, when you were now going out of the house, you said something like that was your payoff. You said, Wani something, something, Sean. And I'm like, okay, what's it about Sean? People are saying it. You're like, Sean, what is it about Sean? Are you
I'm blushing. That's what it is.
Oh my God.
I actually think he's cute. Yeah, I think he's cute. And he's so cute in person, girl. Like, he's really cute.
Oh, because now that he's out, you have now really seen
no,
that.
the thing about me is I'm very shy. All of that was all mouth, no action. Now that it's out, I'm like, did I really say that?
Interesting.
You know, but then it would be nice to meet him outside of the house. And maybe, you know, Call
Sean,
me.
you can hear.
As I said,
All right,
call me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You were talking about how you think Victoria is actually the real gamer. She's not loud, she's not in your face like that, but she's there. And then you were talking, you mentioned Hani and Wani, and then you were like, not like them. And people, I went to the comment section and I saw that people were talking about, oh, Takada just like these twins
yeah.
and all that. That what is it about Victoria and that? So what do you have to say about that?
You know, the funny thing is, the buzz is a platform where, as the name suggests, if you're buzzworthy, we talk about you. And that shows you're doing something great. The people who gave the most this season was actually Wani and Handy. We talked about them every single
Is there
episode.
anything wrong in the, with the host saying that, you know what, but because it's showing some favoritism, I like
No,
Victoria.
not necessarily. I never said I liked Victoria. I did say it was obvious that Victoria came into that house and was the underdog.
Okay.
She seemed very quiet still the last couple of weeks, right? And that's also a strategy. Some people come in guns blazing like Wani and Handy who are very opinionated, they're in your face, and they give us the content. And there are people who study other people. And then once people start to leave and the branches begin to fall off, they come out into their own. So I actually think this year, as I said, is an unexpected season because Sean kept Victoria and him in the game for so long because when they first started, she was the reserved one. He was the one in a ship. He was the one that was talked about almost every other week. And then now, it's like Cassia.
Yes, I was going to talk about the controversies right there. Which was shocking to you the most?
One of the controversies that happened this season that was shocking, it actually wasn't the Ruthie one. I think for me, again, is the Cassia and Victoria bestie, anyone come again. I think, the Onyeka situation with them took me to the left because it's like, Cassia is saying, I'm the one having the argument with you. Why are you fighting my friend? And when you think Victoria is going to back down, the things that come out of her mouth is what made me say on the buzz.
Like, how can somebody
She
look
seems so quiet.
And then
yeah, but she's definitely not. Yeah. I mean, with the Ruthie and the twins, I think it was entertaining. It was pure entertainment for us.
Will it be fair if I asked you who you are rooting for or who you think?
For
so now, looking at everything, who do you think?
The people that I think will be the top 5. Definitely you're going to have some Miss Wandy is going to be in there. Victoria is going to be in there. Cassia will be in there. Kelly Ray is going to be in there. And who takes the last spot? Because I'm stuck between Nelly and one of the Mbadiwe twins. I'm stuck in between those two. One of them.
One of them.
One of them.
Okay, all right. So you have it there. Let's just keep our fingers crossed. And
my opinion, guys. My opinion.
Yeah. Okay, now that the show is almost over and all that, what exactly do you want us to still expect from the boss?
I mean, we're pushing closer and closer to the final lap. Things get even more intense before Big Brother is over. Almost everyone is up for eviction this week. I mean, except Kelly Ray, not even Kelly Ray, I think the head of house, he is the head of house, of course. So it's a bit tricky. You don't know how it's going to go because weeks leading up onto this, there were people that you would have sworn you would see in the finals that are out. So again, the viewers have to vote to keep their fave in the house. If you don't vote, they will leave.
Oh, wow. Yeah. So you have heard. All right, okay, what is in the works for you again, apart from the one that you have said that you would not let the cat out of the bag?
I really, really want to give a massive shout out to a lot of the directors that took a chance and placing a demand on my craft. Because for so long, I almost got bored with the sort of scripts I would get because people want this fly girl. They see the talking Makinwa static and want to write that in the movie and then call me and say, can you play this role? She's a high city fashion girl. Yeah. And I had filmmakers take me to the markets to film. I had filmmakers make me film without any makeup.
I think I like that because, I mean, you can be stereotyped.
Yeah, so I think that I love where my career is going with that. I'm super excited. Shout out to Bim Bakintola for the words of advice. She's someone I look up to and someone who, I learned from as well. So it's been a very interesting journey with acting. I think there's going to be many more of that, as we go further. And you never know.
So well done. Congratulations all round.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm here rooting for you.
Oh, that's very nice. Thank you so much.
Alrighty, and that is all we can take with the interview with the amazing Toke Makinwa. The show continues. Show continues.
One. I enjoyed the interview. I enjoyed everything about it. Well done, Honeypot.
Yeah, thank you. It was a very good one.
Yes. So before we go, guys, Here's this reminder that happiness is free. Nice.
I know that some of you, if you did not play Happiness is Free today like
Wahala.
this, you're going to come for us. But then there you have it. And I'm just so happy every time that, when I see happy people, as we said, happiness is free. Just do you, boo. You even heard Cardi B say that there is inflation or something she mentioned something that sounded like, So it's everywhere, but then you just have to keep being happy. All right, that is the show for today and this week. And we just want to say a very big thank you to everybody for staying tuned, for watching us. Somebody said today that my husband, where's my husband? I said, I don't marry. They are talking about J-Paul. J-Paul that is saying that he's not interested in the relationship. I don't even know where he is. Gone back in the relationship.
But it's okay. Him to husband.
But it's okay, it's okay. Thank you, guys. You can catch all of the videos right there on YouTube. And, we will be back bigger and better on Monday. Take care of yourself. Have fun. Don't get in trouble. And watch your mouth. Watch your what? Watch your mouth. Bye.